Hello everyone and welcome to another FeedArmy video. My name is Emmanuel and today I will talk about a video I made 3 months ago about local inventory data that is automatically imported into Google Merchant Center and that is related to Google Tag Manager. So if we have a look at the documentation here, so this is the automatically add in-store inventory from your online store to Merchant Center with website reported auto feeds. And when I released this was really cool. But there was one little problem. They request a API key, but where is this API key? First I thought it would be a Google Cloud API key. That would be my logical suggestion, but that is actually not the case. Finally, after me asking nearly 3 or 4 times with Google support, constantly badgering them for 3 months, they have finally yesterday released an update, and here is the update. So what they've said is once you have completed the implementation on your website, click here to request a validation by the Google support team. So when we have a look at this is actually just a normal form, and to add that you've added all the details, and then it says the API key will then be provided by an internal agent upon successful implementation. So that is really great news. So I've developed in the background my own code already. So this is my FeedArmy Conversion Tracking Code. Version 2 was the foundation of this, and now I have version 3 that I will be releasing within a few days, maybe tomorrow. That includes the local data included, so that is good. So from version 3 this will be included. Of course you can follow the documentation and create your own setup, but if you want something that is pre-built and works with Shopify, so my apologies, this is for Shopify only, then this is all included, and it also includes all the other setups such as the remarketing codes, the micro and macro conversion tracking, cart data. Everything is included in version 3, as well as this setup. So you do have to follow this form yourself, so you do need to go and say yes, now everything is installed. Do that after a few days when you've installed my conversion tracking or your own conversion tracking, so that your website has collected all the data and all caching is removed, and then Google can verify this. So let's have a look at what they require. So website reported product feeds, and then it asks, have you implemented the WSR? Now I don't know what WSR stands for. I'm quite simple-minded, so I'm not good with abbreviations, but I would assume that refers to the code. So you say yes, then add your Merchant Center account ID. So you can find that by logging into Google Merchant Center in the top right corner. Does your product page display in-store availability? So that refers to visually. So let's have a look at what that refers to. So here it says the landing page requirement. So that means what you visually see. So you need to have the, as you can see, check in store, and that you can show if you have in stock or out of stock for specific stores. Now, if you have only one store, what you can do is just have, you don't have to have this submit form for the postcode or zip code. You can just have in stock and then add the location name. But if you have multiple, then this kind of system or a drop-down solution is required. So that's what you then add. And then if you have completed the site implementation, please provide 3 example URLs that are available in store. There's a misspelling here, but okay. So this means the product landing page, and also make sure they're in stock. So don't submit URL products that are out of stock. And if you have limited stock, then I would recommend showing something with plenty of stock, because you don't know when Google will review this. And then just simply submit, and then hopefully everything will be approved. So this is a alternative method to submitting local feeds through Google Merchant Center using your website information instead of submitting a product feed. Now, what is better? That is really up to you. For me personally, I would still use maybe Google Merchant Center feeds because that to me is more reliable. You submit, you can see the data that you submit. Now, if you use this system, you kind of are relying on Google collecting the information, and that might sometimes not be 100% correct. However, if you want to just have everything through automatic feeds, so automatic feeds is where Google automatically pulls your normal data, but then if you use this system through Google Tag Manager, then you can submit local feeds as well, which is actually really cool if you want everything simplified and you set up and then you can forget about everything. While with feeds, you still need to think about, is everything correct, resolve issues, etc. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I will share all these documentations, but I've shared it on the previous video. It's just now that it says more specifically what you need to do, which before was not the case. And the reason why it took nearly 3 months is because when I'm communicating with Google, this is through the Google Ads community, and they have to relay the information to multiple teams. So there's like the Google Tag Manager, the Google Merchant Center team, and maybe some other teams that are all involved in this. Also the people that manage these policies. So they all had to communicate with each other to find out why I was complaining that something was not very clear. But now luckily everything is cleared up and it explains clearly how you get the API key. So thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, leave them downstairs. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.